Welcome back. Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy. And first off, I'd like to say thanks to Zelric, who sent me this new for 2018 knife. And this is We Knives 716 Zephyr. And my buddy Copper Dice stopped by to give me a little help on this.
Hey.
Yeah. So I figured, two opinions are always better, always better than one. I can't even talk today. And Copper Dice made me this nice backdrop. Looks good. So what we have here, we have a beautiful drop point. Absolutely love that. What do you think about that blade?
I like that belly on that blade.
It's got nothing but belly. Look, it starts belly.
I've been looking for a knife like that.
Yeah, he's always talking about big belly blades and big belly girls and
big belly women.
Yeah. So when you saw this knife, it was on. And I'll tell you what. Now, I know a lot of people are probably saying, well, that looks like the Spyderco Rubicon. But you know what? This is everything I wanted the Spyderco Rubicon to be, and it never was. What do you think?
Never handled the Rubicon.
Well, yeah, you never handled it at Jim's?
Not the old one.
Well,
the first one.
Okay, you got this high, flat ground blade, and it's rocking one of my favorite blade steels. Let's see if you can barely see that. Bowler M390. Love me some 390. To me, that's a perfect all-around great steel. You got their Wii Signature Eagle Eye, I call it. They got a nice little thumb ramp with, it's jimping and it's semi-effective, but it's perfect for the thumb ramp. It locks me in really good. What about you? When we were doing cardboard cutting, it felt pretty good in hand.
The whole handle feels great in hand.
Yeah. Now I will say, me and Copper Dice both wear about a medium-sized glove.
Yeah, but I got a big foot though.
Okay. Let's get back into the subject. And as you can see, it fits perfect right there. They got these nice swooping, softened areas, and I don't have much left whenever I'm holding the knife as it is intended. So if you have a big old mitt, extra large hand or something like that, this knife might not be the right size for you. Let's get some quick size comparisons so you can get an idea of how big this knife is. Let's see. Got the cut jack, 3.5 inch. And I think these two are going to be the closest in size right there. Cut jack's a little bit bigger. Almost identical in handle, don't you think? Yeah, pivot to pivot, they're really close in handle size.
Yep.
Especially of actual use. Let's see what else. I got the Ontario Rat Model 1. This could be a good bit bigger. The Rat 1's a good bit bigger than the Zephyr. And let's see. Just because it's right here, Benchmade Anthem. And the Anthem's just a titch bit bigger. Now, this knife has not yet been released to stores. I hear that it might be about 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm going to be interested to see the price point on this. You got 3D contoured titanium scales. You got M390 blade steel. I'm thinking it's going to be in the 300s and up, if I had to take a guess. I would love to see it in that 275 mark, but they got a lot of stuff good going on here, so we'll have to wait and see. What you thinking? Give them some of your thoughts.
Well, first off, I'd like to thank Zale for sending it to you, so I get to see it. But I like everything about it. It feels like if you grabbed Play-Doh or something and squeezed it in your hand,
it's got a perfect ergo.
That's what it would form to, this handle right here.
I think, look, this is the reason for it. You see these nice chamfers right here, and you even have a saw. I don't really usually like these because they can tend to be sharp, especially if you're, grabbing it in this manner. But it's decently, it's got a point to it, but it's rounded off. And you can see, let me close this so I don't cut myself, but you can see how well they did that 3D contouring on here. Very, very nicely done.
That's the softest titanium I've ever felt. Smoothest, I mean.
Well, it looks like they did like a polished, and then they anoded it and stone washed it, because it's very nice, and it doesn't have that blasted feel. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they blasted then they stone washed it. I like that carbon fiber is free of voids whatsoever. The anode job is done perfectly on both sides. I like the floating backspacer. That's the first time I've seen them to do that. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
And I like how they didn't go with their standard clip. And this is a Simon Craft design. He's done some knives with them before. Look at that. It looks like a knife.
Yeah, I like it.
And I don't know, maybe, I guess that's his pocket clip design. I'm not sure. You got your lanyard hole right there. The flipper tab is perfect. It's very non-obtrusive. I mean, look at that. Let's get, just for instance, you got the cut jack flipper tab. Look how much smaller it is. They did a great job of keeping that down. Action is nice, and I love the close on this is super nice. It's not even broken in. I think I'm the first one that got it in the pass around, and it can use all deployment methods, but like Copper Dice was saying, I don't know if y'all heard him before, the slow roll, you can do it, but you got to overcome that detent. It's more, they tune the detent so it'd still be a good flipper, but you can spidey flick it very well too. Left-handed, you can slow roll it. You can slow roll it pretty decently. You can disengage decently, but you can also use that flipper tab great. So lefties, if this knife appeals to you, you will be able to use it. You just won't have a pocket clip carry on your side. So that never stopped me from buying a knife. I also do like the cutout, how they followed. You see that, how they followed the lines? That's really nice. You got your lock bar stabilizer. There you go. It's centered. A couple of things that, this just plain nitpicks, because I'll tell you right now, absolutely love this design. The stuff that we have cut with it worked like a charm. It zips through cardboard. It was no problem for thicker rope, being this high flat grind, no problem whatsoever. You got that nice top swedge that gives you a nice point for piercing. But let's talk about a few of the minor nitpicks that are really not, they definitely don't hurt the functionality of the blade whatsoever. Wish they would have extended that sharpening choil. Just, you can see that beard they got right there on there. It's not a big deal, but I mean, it's eventually you're gonna get more of a recurve in there the more you sharpen it. Also, what do you think about this, Kay? I know it's just me, but you got this beautiful blue anode on these screws and on these, and then you have this gray right here.
I'll be honest with you, just my personal opinion, I'm not a very flamboyant guy. I'd rather see the screws.
Yeah, all that color.
The gray like the blade,
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, don't you think they should have
not
just went with one color, though?
Right,
What I'm
right.
saying is go with all this color, all satin, if that's what you want to do. But
Right, I'd rather go with satin.
But it looks like they just, they were trying to give us the Torx, because you see this one is Torx. So hopefully they're doing that on all their new ones this year. Another small nitpick, like I said, I had to reach for the stars on this one because I love everything about the knife. But it's pretty well recessed into this overlay. Inlay. I'm sorry. It's pretty well recessed into the titanium. But if you feel on this side, you got a point that's sticking up right there that you can catch it on your finger. It's not hurting the functionality of the blade, and you don't feel it whenever you're gripping it. But they did such a great job on everything else. I kind of wish they would have, made that flush. Not a big deal. What do you think?
It's so soft in my hand, I don't really notice that. But the only thing I would pick on it was I always where I put my thumb, I want to grab up here.
Yeah, could have had a choil. Would have been excellent, huh?
Yeah, it keeps, that's kind of short. But other than that, I'd rather see the satin screws. But I mean, this is a very nice knife. I'd rather I'm kind of been getting away from flippers just in my collection, and like you say, it's hard to
overcome
that detent, but it's perfect in the flipping action. So
Yeah.
I guess it's hard to get all three methods
Yeah,
perfect in one knife.
You definitely see that in that line steel TRE. They soften the detent so you can use all the other methods, but it ended up hindering the flipping action. That is not easy to do. The only time I've seen it done pretty well is whenever they have when they flatten the detent balls, kind of like on that Exodus you have.
Yeah.
When they flatten that detent ball, it tends to work really well with all the actions. Now, the flipping action's great. I mean, because it has that crisp, you know.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I would
The
say,
action in general is great.
I would call this detent medium. It's not a stiff detent. It doesn't hurt your fingers, but it's stiff enough to where when you slow roll it, you got to kind of like kick it above that. You know, you can actually feel it. But it rockets out that way. Great for spidey flicking it. And once again, like I said, these ergos here, awesome in my hands. Here, they're great here as well. Your pinch grips, this is one of my favorite grips right here. Just whenever I'm, you know, cutting into boxes or anything else like that, when I want to gain control of just that portion of the blade. And in this reverse grip, I don't know about you, do you ever use a knife like this? I'm not a knife fighter. I don't ever use my knife like that. So it's not the best in that grip. But hey, I don't know if that's your style. This is probably not the knife for you anyway. So anything you want to say about it before we close out?
No, I do like what they did with it though.
Let's give an estimation. I think it's to come in at $310. What do you think?
I could definitely see that. I'd like to see it come below
No, but you gotta say,
278.
no, that's what I said I would like too, in that 270 range. But realistically, you got M390, you got 3D machine titanium, you got carbon fiber, you got all the bells and whistles. What do you think? Be honest. Like, what do you think?
309.
Oh, he's playing like what is it? Wheel of Fortune on me. $1 cheaper. So if I win, he said I get to keep his small Sabenza, and if he wins, he didn't get anything. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me know if y'all enjoy when Copper Dice and I do a group review. I think it's just better to get more eyes on the situation. Usually I'm asking my wife and my daughter what she likes about it, and my wife what she likes about it. And I'll tell you right now, usually when she looks at a knife, she's not too interested. But when she saw this one, she said it looked like some nice pocket jewelry. So let's get a quick look at that sexy blade, that nice stone washed bevels. You got that satin flats with the inside. I like how they do that. See that contrast?
I do.
That's just an extra touch they give, you know. And none of these are sharp areas. You got the inside.
That's why I said if they made it to where you could slow roll it, it would be or not a flipper.
Yeah, if they gave you the option, like option without that, and just so you can have both options, I know that'd be expensive, but super cool. I love the finish. Is that not? That's a beautiful finish.
Yeah, that's a great finish.
No voids in that carbon fiber. Just absolute home run. I think, you know, I don't know what their lineup is going to look like for 2018, but this one is definitely a top pick so far for me. I got another Simon Craft design that Zell sent me, and the review will probably be coming after this one. It's the Array, and I think Copper Dice, which one did you like more, this one or the Array?
That's hard to say, but I don't know. I don't make me pick.
Should I give him a sneak peek of what the Array looks like?
Yeah, give him a sneak peek.
Okay, so there you go. This is the 7/16 Zephyr. Awesome home run out the ballpark, and they just scored again. They got a man on first and second.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's that one, and just a quick sneak peek. You got the Array. If you want to see this one, go to Zelrick's. Go to Zelrick's Instagram page. This just looks like a mean knife. To me it looks like a well done ice pick.
But sleek.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Booze Blade Smoke. So there you go. Hope everybody's having a great day. You want to say anything else before we close out?
No, I don't.
All right, guys and girls. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.